A long time ago, in the holy city of Jagannath Puri, there lived a simple gardener named Manidas. No one knows his exact birthplace, but sants say he was born around the year 1600 in Jagannath Puri itself. Manidas made garlands of flowers and sold them near the Jagannath temple. With the money he earned, he not only supported his family but also served sadhus, brahmins, and helped the poor and hungry. He didn't know how to read or write, but he had learned the real lessons of life. To be kind to the needy, avoid doing bad things, and always remember God. Manidas was loved by all sants. Every day he attended spiritual gatherings, satsangs. He had a small garden where he grew beautiful flowers. With love and care, he made flower garlands. Every morning he offered the first garland to Lord Jagannath, then sold the rest to the temple visitors. The money he earned was partly used for serving sons, cows, and the rest for his family needs. After some time, a great sorrow came into Manidas' life. His wife and his son both fell seriously ill and passed away one after the other. Most people in the world become very sad and even blame God in such situations. But Manidas did not complain at all. Instead, he said, "My Lord is so kind, He freed me from all my attachments. I was too attached to my family. Now I am free to fully serve Him." From that day on, Manidas started living like a sant. Every morning after bath, he would go to the temple gate with kartal and begin singing bhajans. Many times he would dance in joys, sometimes stand still in love, sometimes cry, sing, bow down, or even roll on the ground. He would forget everything, even his body. His love for God was so deep that people could see tears, shivering, goosebumps, and other signs of divine emotions on his body. At that time, in one part of the temple, a scholar, Pandit, used to tell stories from the ancient scriptures, Puranas. He was very smart, but he didn't have true devotion in his heart. One day, while the Pandit was giving a speech with lot of fancy words, Manidas entered, loudly singing Ram Krishna Govind Hari with his kartal in hand. As soon as he saw Lord Jagannath, he forgot everything and started dancing in devotion. The Pandit got very angry. He shouted at Manidas and told him to go away. But Manidas didn't hear anything. He was lost in God's name. The Pandit and some listener got upset. They pushed him, scolded him, even slapped him. When Manidas came back to his senses, he was shocked. His heart was filled with pranayako, a sweet anger of love. He thought, when people who tell and hear God's story beat me in front of the Lord Himself, then why should I go there again? Only someone who truly loves has a right to get upset. So that day, Manidas decided not to go to the temple. He lay down hungry and thirsty in nearby mud the whole day. The evening aarti happened. Temple doors closed, but Manidas didn't return. That night, the king of Puri had a dream. In the dream, Lord Jagannath himself appeared and said, "What kind of king are you? Don't you know what happened in my temple? My dear devotee Manidas comes every day, sings with kartal and dance for me. Today, your storyteller, your kathavachak, beat him and threw him out. Without hearing Manidas singing, I felt empty today. He is lying hungry in the mud. Go and make him happy. From now on, no storyteller will speak in my temple. Only bhajans and kirtan will happen here. The storytelling will take place in the Lakshmi temple." At the same time, lying in the mud, Manidas saw a divine light, brighter than million suns, but peaceful. Lord Jagannath appeared in front of him, touched his head lovingly and said, "My dear Manidas, why are you hungry? Because you didn't eat, I also kept fast today. Now please eat." Then Lord disappeared. Manidas saw a plate full of Mahaprasad in front of him. His heart melted. He ate the food with love. Meanwhile, the king woke up and rushed to the temple. After learning the truth, he went to the mud, bowed to Manidas and shared his dream. He begged Manidas to come back to the temple and sing as before. Manidas, who had no ego, agreed happily. The king gave him respect and welcome with honor. From that day on, no storytelling happened inside the Jagannath temple. Only bhajans and kirtan took place. The Puranas' story were moved to the nearby Lakshmi temple, where they are still told today. Bhakt Manidas spent the rest of his life singing and dancing in devotion to Lord Jagannath. Around the age of 80, he left his body and went to the divine abode of Lord Jagannath. Jai Shri Krishna.